There we go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Mary Sky Relays video blog. I'm Mary Sky, also known as Krabby McCoffee. I have an interesting show for you today. A very interesting show today. I would say this would be up there on the rated of the, who let the dogs out type thing, but this is going to be good. Okay, peeps, let's get started. Sorry about the show. I could have basically ran a little better, So, some of you out there, I got a nice show for you today. So apparently I'm looking over my StreamYard thing. Apparently I can make my own banners. I can actually do a brand. There's a private chat if you use whatever. So, anyways, I wanted to share with you. I control the screen tonight, and because I'm in a bad mood, I want to tell you guys a few stories, and then I need my coffee. My stomach ain't doing too good this morning. Apparently, it was a ramen lunch I had last night, or dinner. Yeah, it took this long to digest, so I might have been, I don't know. Some ramen's different than others. Could have been a gluten. But anyways, let's just get on with it, okay? So I turned around this morning, and a lot of you are not up to speed. So I'm going to discuss with you a few things like walking on eggshells, etc., etc. I'm starting to get tired of people not getting my jokes. I really am. That's the first thing I want to say. I feel like I'm walking on eggshells with every freaking one. I made a joke this morning out of love with Zoe, right? I said something like, I got a reminder to buy her. I mean, it's like my advocate. My advocate can't even remember anything, right? She says, "Oh, can you email me?" So I email her everything she asked me in a time frame, right? Time frame for whatever it is, right? And then Chloe turns around. Then this is, she hides my phone, right? Hides my phone, takes it, right? Takes my phone. I get up this morning, phone call missing. I emailed my advocate and I said, "Hey, it's good you're gonna get back to me around 5 o'clock at 5:30." She said, "Oh yeah." Emails me back, "Oh, I'm sorry I'm late. I'm going to Texas tomorrow, so you're on your own until the 4th." Mailed her and I said, "Look, Chloe has basically put her ass in a sling for eviction." Literally, she's like, "Well, there's two options. We can get rid of Chloe after by making arrangements by the 3rd, or we can get you both evicted." The problem is Chloe won't let anyone touch her room, so it's an auto eviction because she's challenging the manager. She won't do anything. She basically makes it nice and passable, and I told her every time that fucking thing's passed, clear out some stuff. She doesn't. She just stacks up all her crap around it and says, "Out, yeah, it's my room. I paid for it." So, again, I have to get this thing moving along because Chloe won't fucking do anything. She won't fucking clean the dishes. Oh, wow, you're on YouTube. Really? So basically, the management company is well aware that I'm basically being held here at home. And, it's basically like, this morning I told her, look, she needs to get out because I'm not going to be evicted within a week. I mean, they're basically going to have another inspection. If we don't pass it, we're automatically out. Chloe's like, "Oh, wow, that's not my fucking problem, you fucking bastard, you fucking bastard." Thing is, she doesn't care about anyone but herself. And a lot of people know this. I mean, look, eviction notice came on the door. What'd she do? She crumpled it up. I got it today. It says it's violations of cleaning. Basically, violation of cleaning. And if you have any questions, yeah, I do. I want Chloe out. Paragraph, I don't know, Always keep the apartment clean. Chloe doesn't always keep it clean. She doesn't care. This place could have been spotless, but I'm not allowed to clean it. I'm allowed to fucking get threatened and have my brain bashed upside the head. And so the point I'm making this morning is that tenant always has to clean. That's the thing. Thing is the management. Thing is I've asked for cleaning. Help with cleaning. Promise. They don't want to deal with it because Chloe's temper. They want me to handle it. Reminds me, coffee time with Rita. So, I had this place cleaned, but Chloe had it destroyed in 2 to 3 days after cleaning. That's what she does. She doesn't care. I mean, literally, I want her out, and I told her this. And the only thing I can do is restraining order, but you got to make some. I mean, literally, the thing is I need, my victim advocate says we need proof. I mean, literally, proof. I mean, she doesn't explain what is what. I'm being threatened. Oh, she doesn't care. What's she doing? She's in her room fucking sleeping because she doesn't give a shit about anything. But if I basically got all the house clean, she won't clean her room. She won't. She's fucking challenging the manager. Her authority is not the manager. Manager can't challenge Chloe. Chloe wants eviction. I mean, I'll tell you a story. All right. Now, I made a joke with Zoe today, okay? Let me tell you my joke, all right? I did all these little face emojis, right? I let everyone know, okay? Even my advocates know, right? I said I will work for gift cards, right? It was a little joke, a little joke. Well, this morning, the beautiful Zoe gave her reply. The thing is, she didn't need to give another reply. She already gave the first reply. The first reply was good enough. First reply was so good, I was laughing my ass off. I mean, literally, because, I put the little emojis in, but everyone gets freaking snippy at something. If it's not one thing, it's a million others. I mean, what can people literally, I mean, so anyways, the story goes, right? Chloe's sitting there and she doesn't care. I mean, they literally gave us a list we have to go through, but Chloe doesn't care. She's just like, well, fuck you, you bastard, fuck you, bastard. I'm a real woman. Really? A real woman fucking doesn't put fucking someone like me through the ringer. I mean, literally, there's two options. They're basically forcing us to be evicted, which then, see, I have three close friends, right? Two of them are victim advocates. One's here is on the island. First victim advocate said there's no way you can basically shield Chloe anymore, is what she said. She says you have to enact a restraining order due to the fact that the restraining order is the only thing that's going to hold Chloe and keep me safe. Because Chloe ain't fucking doing anything herself. Literally, she basically said she was going to get on the phone and basically go after the management company with freaking her own version of legal recourse, which basically, if you watch any A-Team shows, they're basically... My stomach's hurting today, by the way. Yeah, so my advocate is off to Texas and then Belize and stuff. So no glasses, and I think I know what's going on there is they're lining us up to sink us because Melissa went out right after today. She didn't call me. Oh, she did, but I didn't answer because Chloe had the phone. And then Chloe hid the phone from me. And then when I did find it, the phone was in my possession. But at the same time, I guess ramen doesn't fit me anymore. Doesn't. It's one of those days I woke up cranky. No coffee yet either, first cup. Then she turned around and she threatened to break my coffee pot from that Fanny gave me. She threatened to just literally break the thing and tell me no coffee for you. So I'll tell you a story, okay? Right? Zoe turns around the other day. This is a story for you guys. Zoe turns around the other day, right? She talks to me about something important, right? Now, I don't talk about everything with you guys. It's personal with Zoe, but, I made a joke with her. We'll work for gift cards. I always use that with everyone, and it's like someone took offense, but I'm taking offense now, and I'm making a stand, okay? You see, my Discord channel, the only thing moving is Zoe right now. I'm tired. I'm tired of fucking going to Discord because no, I love Zoe dearly. I'm not going to complain about me and Zoe's friendship. I'm bitching about my family. They're so pissed that I went to the ER that they don't want to talk to me. They think I'm hiding some underlying factor that I'm an alcoholic or something else. I mean, literally, and to me, and then Zoe says, oh, when are you getting on the thingy? See, I'm supposed to be in bed for 6 weeks. I can't fucking maintain this place. Now I got to fucking wait longer, which means if I get through this inspection, barely, then I'm going to be, I'll be sicker, My family, of course, I love my family dearly, and my family, dearly, and because of that, I'm not happy as hell, I mean, literally, I am not happy as hell. What the hell? No. Yeah, so, my family, of course, they turn around and they, you know, um, they're all pissed. They're like, oh, it's got to be over. The thing is it's they don't understand. They don't watch my YouTube channel. All they care about is, you know, I'm stressing out. I lost my Christmas stocking, right? Well, anyways, you know, some of you out there, you guys are sitting there watching my channel this morning saying the great show. Let me just tell you, I'm walking on eggshells. I mean, Chloe just doesn't care. I mean, literally, she's basically sitting there like, if you do something, you clean, I will harm you. And then on the other hand, she says, if you clean, then yeah. It's like she has this ultimate revenge for eviction, And the thing is, we just got freaking served, to get this place cleaned in 1 week. I can do it myself, but Chloe gets the fuck away from me and leaves. Fortunately, Chloe won't leave. All she wants to do is fucking sit there and whack the monkey and fucking stand around and be angry over everything. I mean, literally, I told her, if you fucking play your games all the time, oh, I still need my coffee, don't I? Then she's going to get us in trouble. And yet she doesn't care. All she cares about is herself, And literally, I mean, someone said to me the other day in an email, oh, I must be thinking of my own self because being, whatever. No, you know what? I used to have this place clean. I mean, my former friend and sister who passed away recently, I found out, literally said I kept my place spotless. Fucking that person moved in and then it became worse. They don't care. I had the tenant. I even asked them to clean. They don't care. They care about, if they want to let sleep on the floor, then they should fucking sleep in a homo shelter, because that's where they belong. Because frankly, I'll tell you what. Let me put it to you this way, okay? I want to tell a story today, right? Well, I'm in stomach pain this morning. This story is a very important story, okay? A very important story. So I asked people about polls today. They're all one person, 2 votes did the unit in. The unit in's the one. I guess people want me to have the one with the alarm clock, but anyways, I'd like to share with you a story, okay? So, for all of you wondering this morning, I disabled the comments from my side so I don't have to see them, so I can get this done as fast as possible, okay? Because I'm very you know, upset this morning, you know. So, anyways, I disabled the comments for me to see because I'd like to get this done. I don't want any negative comments this morning. All right. Higgins emailed me, so let me just get down to brass tacks, okay? Besides my stomach hurting like crazy, I woke up. Right, I'll tell you the story. I woke up. Right. I went to bed. Chloe says, "Oh, I'll go to the food bank." Okay, goes to the food bank. Right, comes back. Literally wakes me up to tell me there's a notice on the door. It's taken me like 30 minutes to go back to sleep. 30. It's like, doesn't anyone have any common sense not to wake me up until I wake up? Instead, Chloe goes in there and says, "Oh, I'm gonna go take a snap." And when I get up, I looked at Chloe, right? Chloe runs out and she says, "What is it?" First thing out of my mouth is we're running low on milk. I'm gonna have to get some. And she says, "Oh well, can we make it last till tomorrow and then get some?" See, I like milk to drink, but I'm wondering if milk is healthy. Chloe was talking about. So then I turned to her and I said to her, "We have enough food for prepping, and yet you go to the food bank because you're afraid you're not going to eat this week." And then I said, "You need to ask the manager how to go about cleaning the stove," right? Mama Fanny already explained that to me, right? So anyways, right? So I'll get back to the whole thing about my jokes in a minute. But anyways, I said to her, "You've been warned." That's what I said. She said, "No, you've been warned. You're going to be evicted soon." And I'm going to be happy is what she said. So basically, and she told me outright that she wants to make sure I get homeless or be, she's, how to explain it? I'm not allowed to leave my home. People know this. It's because of Chloe. Chloe's got my card. She doesn't want anyone to control it. She's literally controlling everything I do. Yeah. Today she threatened to destroy my coffee pot for Christmas because. So let me tell you what I was going to say, okay? I made a joke with Zoe the other day, okay? Yes, we all joke about the Christmas thing. Yes, I'm using my husband's coffee cup. For you guys need to know, it's hello kitty, hello kitty kitty, hello kitty kitty. The other day I gave her the theme song for Hello Kitty. But anyways, let me just tell you, I love Zoe dearly, but I disabled the comments so I can get through faster. I don't want to basically delay this because there's a real crisis brewing. Okay, I got Chloe who wants us to be evicted, and I got people. I mean, I would love to talk to someone, victim advocate, Core. That's what I call her, Core. Like Core's beer, Core, and find out from Core why Chloe's doing this. I mean, literally, she doesn't care. It's like she doesn't care if she's homeless. She doesn't care if she evicts people. I mean, literally, she's violated so many things. Desert Cactus Blossom, says I gotta pack up and leave. I can't pack up and leave. Where do I go? I mean, there's a housing crisis. I leave. Someone swoops in. I got a feeling the management company or someone else has got a line for my 2-bedroom. Why do I say that? Well, it's just a hunch I have because every time I turn around, I mean, literally, Chloe's basically, So basically, I'm being held, at the point where, and also my stomach's having problems holding water too. That's the thing. I mean, literally, last night I had 1 glass of milk, and then this morning I'm in pain. IBS flares up with stress, but this is basically going. I mean, literally. I mean, let me put it to you this way, okay? I was talking to someone the other day about Chloe needing her separate place. Chloe's mom got back to me. She doesn't need a separate place. She needs a group home because her mom said, "Look what she's doing. She's allowing herself to cook the dishes. I use 1 pot and 1 bowl. I can have that clean in 15 minutes." Chloe, she uses everything else for herself. Everything. She doesn't care. I mean, literally, the manager basically said fire violations. Health code and fire violations. I don't see the health code. Fire violations, I do. The clothes. They keep saying don't pile up. Chloe, she doesn't care. She's literally challenging the management company, and this is why you live with someone who's got, with, I don't know how to explain it, I mean, literally, what you're living in is somewhere, So okay, so you guys are curious about this joke, okay? So this morning, right? I turned around and I sent a little message to Zoe, the little emojis, right? And I said with love, don't forget to do this, this, and this because she's got to go out, right? She's like, it's gonna be warmer today. I'm gonna finally get out of my apartment. Well, thing is I want out of my apartment, but it's fucking winter and raining. And it's pouring. And you know what? Chloe destroys my umbrella so I can't go out. I don't have rain gear. And she sits there and she fucking laughs about it. And so she, I made the joke, again with the little emojis because I do that with everyone. We'll work for gift cards, and she made this comment like, it was like it was something really entertaining, it was like the funniest thing, and I was laughing like crazy, and Chloe turned around and she asked me a question about it, and I said, I'm not whatever, right? Anyways, I'm not anyways, she turned around, she says, you give everyone your free time on Rita on the thing, and then she says, Chloe yelled at me about needing to be in bed, but how? And then I told Zoe, I'm supposed to be in bed. I'm doing these long videos, and yet at the same time, how am I supposed to get anything done with Chloe basically sitting there in the back going, "Oh yeah, I'm a real woman." I mean, literally. Let me put it to you this way, okay? I want to tell you guys a story. All right, I was telling Zoe this. She doesn't understand it, okay? I want to clarify a few things for you guys, okay, about the trans community and the Republican Party, and and by the way, I'm disabled or I can't see the comments, so to me, I want to tell you that's a blessing by itself. So, anyways, I want to tell you guys a story, and that story is pretty important to me. Okay, out of love for you all. Okay, it's Wednesday, right? So anyways, so I made this joke about gift cards, right? And I was laughing my ass off. I thought, me and Zoe have a good chemistry. We're friends and we can make jokes, and we can make jokes. I thought she'd see the emojis and basically say, oh, yeah, that's a joke. Because, I know I'm not going to get one. I already got enough gift cards. Chloe, of course, is now saying, that her gift cards that her mom gave her her mom literally told her to make sure I get at least half. And Chloe's like, fuck you, mom. I'm not giving anyone anything, it's like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. And the problem is I'd like to share a story about, something that's important to me, and that is, you guys sit there and you watch my channel, and, I make jokes with Zoe, but the truth is, they're just jokes. I mean, everyone needs to have a little humor sometime, Instead, literally, I laughed and laughed and laughed. I mean, literally. And then her reply was the first reply is the funniest. The second one was, in my opinion, a little overkill, but at the same time, I just was like, you know what, I got so furious, and I wasn't furious at Zoe. So if Zoe says, oh, Rita's not talking to me on Discord, it's because I don't want to talk on Discord. I'm pissed off at my family who ain't answering on Discord or the cell phone or whatever. And then I'm not blaming it on Zoe, but at the same time, I got to get ready to fucking clean. Otherwise, I'm going to be homeless because Chloe McDougal can't do it. I mean, literally, let me put it to you this way for all of you here. That guy, that one guy says, "Oh, I'm going to be in a group home." No, I'm not. You know why? The manager's already got enough evidence stacked up, right? Chloe's made enough threats. This person here lives and says, "Oh, you're going to be in a group home," blah blah blah. Really? Let me put it this way, jack off. Yeah, that's what you are. You're a jack off. You know why you're a jack off? I'll tell you why. Because you don't know the circumstances. She's been kicked out of stores. No trespass orders, not once but twice, because of her temper, and because she was dressing as a whore. And people said that women like her shouldn't do it. One of you guys said, "Well, she's a real woman, and you're not." Well, guess what, Mr. Reagan's truth? You can fuck off. Because if I see anything in my email again, I'll fucking block and ban you again. So, let me tell you my problem. Okay. So people turn around. And they don't understand that when you live with someone borderline, they don't give two shits about people. So Chloe comes to me and I told her, I got to get that ham cooked, right? What did she give me? This. Apparently, the food bank gave us one of these. I don't even know if this is good. Chloe, throw it in the trash. It says, sell by December 21st. So, this is the 27th, 28th today, a week later. And it's processed meat. Sorry to say, but probably got some food poisoning. But, the problem is, Chloe picked up this. Thing is that's why I don't come to the food bank. I said, where's the milk? She's an Indian ham. They're more interested in giving us an artificial ham, which Chloe didn't even check the dates. It says Best Buy December 21st. December 21st, 2022. I wouldn't serve something that's 4 days past for my Christmas dinner if that's all I had. I'd basically be eating everything else around it. I mean, the meat could give you severe sickness, pork sickness, or processed meat sickness, Personally, I don't like the food bank anyway, so that's why I don't go. A lot of people think, oh, well, like that, probably that jack off who's like, oh, Let me tell you a story, okay? Chloe goes to the store for me because she doesn't want me leaving, right? She wants to control everything. Literally, she wants to control everything. Walking out, you don't tell her something nice, she'll fucking threaten you. Let me put it to you this way. So the other day, Zoe asked me outright, right? I don't know if it's true or not, right? We're in a pitch blackness, right? Chloe says, oh, you're. So I got Zoe's present, by the way. I want to thank Zoe. Her Christmas card was amazing. Her Christmas card was awesome, right? And then she went and gave me some of this. It's the thought that counts. And frankly, I'll use it. Chloe's kind of griping that it isn't that, so she turned around and she did this. So she buys this, right? I don't know anything about it. But anyways, it's came from Target, right? Look at this. Apparently it was supposed to be, I think, a stocking stuffer, right? Never got the stocking, apparently. But anyways, she was complaining the other day. Popcorn seasoning or popcorn salt, right? So Chloe was complaining the other day about popcorn seasoning. She's like, oh, did they have any? Well, usually popcorn seasoning comes with, different flavors. I'm looking it up just for each thing. Okay, so here we go. You got Colonel Seasonings. This is they have various flavor, right? So it's like 8-pack is like $33, right? You get these are 2 and 8 point, to 3 ounce shaker. So what you get in it is you got nacho cheddar, you got ranch flavored popcorn, caramel corn, white cheddar, butter, cheesy jalapeno, kettle and bacon cheddar. So you got all these Personally, I think I'd get all 8 of these after I try the cheddar one, but I want to say, oh, there's 12 flavors here. 12 flavors. You know, they're like, try all 12 flavors, you know. So, anyways, I'd like to just say, you know, you got cheddar, popcorn, salt, butter, kettle corn, butter. So you get 2 butters. That's the only thing you get. Everything else you get 1 of. You know, that ain't bad. All right, so let me just tell you guys the story, okay? So Chloe, of course, is like, you know, was like, you know, oh, and so I save on my electric bill, right? So I don't have to use the heater because management doesn't want us to use the heater because it's a fire hazard. Chloe will get this place burned down. I mean, literally, she doesn't care. It's a fire hazard. That's why they gave us a notice, and they're entitled to do a notice. Thing is Chloe's basically the one that's violent. There we go. So, anyways, I want to thank Mama Pee Wee. She did send me an email today. I was gonna forward off to Higgins. I just didn't have a chance because Mama Pee Wee, you know. But anyways, I'd like to finish my story and then get to the news and then get out of here today. Okay. So Chloe basically got mad and went to her room. She's like, "Oh, I'm so tired." Yeah, that's all she does. Is she's so tired. Her computer game is so tired. I mean, literally, we're about to be evicted, and she's sitting there like, "Oh, clean, I'm gonna," like Bluto. I mean, literally, I can't fucking do anything, and yet I got too much stress. I'm supposed to be in bed. I mean, literally. I mean, the management company doesn't know the whole story about the damn on my noggin. I mean, it still hurts. I mean, literally, it still hurts, and yet I got to heal for several weeks, and yet.
I would love an internet outage right now.
So, like I said, you know, and then see, she's in here to be in my living room where I live. This is my bedroom, and you know, I mean,
Go cry to Terrence Manhattan.
why don't you just beat it? You're not wanted.
As well as Terrence.
Why
Bennett.
you're not welcome here? And if you keep using my family's name for your playthings, then they can press charges against you.
Go ahead, tell
No.
Terrence to bring it.
My cousin's name is not Terrence, so please just leave.
You mean your cousin-in-law?
My cousin-in-law, Dinky, my sister, don't even try me. Just leave.
Terrence Bennett?
Look, you don't just do, and you know what? You're tearing people down because you're bitter. Just leave. That's all you do. You tear people down.
Fuck you. I hate Asperger's people.
No, I don't have Asperger's. The only one that has Asperger's, autism, and borderline apparently is you.
I don't have Asperger's autism. That's Terrence Manhattan and Pablo Smith.
Well, at least you want to attack. That's fine. She's pretty well getting up there and things.
But he's butt ugly. Terrence Manhattan is butt ugly. They have a man face.
Look, you want to attack her? Come on, I can basically see your roommate is the most nicest person that, you know. But you want to sit here and raise your voice, then get out. Because I ain't raising my voice.
But guess what? Manhattan's a
Oh, yeah. Okay, whatever. She's a nice lady. I mean, she just got herself a nice phone. One of those with a little pin, and she also had her boobs done recently, lifting implants.
Stuff they conned and stole.
You don't have any concrete proof.
Oh, I do. I dug that up.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm.
And I've sent it in. I sent it in.
Right. So, if you're done attacking, hey, Mom, how you doing?
Oh, so you just want to go worship Manhattan.
So, I don't worship anyone. The only one I think worships anyone is you. You worship Satan.
Ranger's going to be out of business.
So, anyways, I'd like to say thanks to Zoe again for this. I'll get the other flavor soon. But anyways, I made a joke this morning about
Fanny's white trash.
I'm surprised she didn't say anything about Zoe. She said Mama Fanny's white trash. We already know she's got a gripe about
Zoe's white trash too. And so is Tyler William Archer's Canadian white trash.
Anyways, what you got to do is you got to let it go in one ear and out the other. Eventually, that's the thing. Chloe doesn't want to clean, so she's basically going. And I've disabled the comments. So, and Zoe is not white trash. That's the thing. Now, let me tell you a story. So the other day, Zoe and I were talking about Chloe's problems, but Chloe has these triggers, right? You can't not basically get triggered, okay? Let me put it this way. She turns around and we were talking about triggers. And I don't think Miss Zoe understands that the triggers that we're talking about are triggers of anything. You can be nice and say stuff like thank you with this and and then Chloe will be mad. I mean, literally. I asked Chloe if she was gonna wear her little "you people" thing because from Kumu or whatever it is. I thought about asking Mama Pee Wee for the link so I could see if there's any more of these type of warm shirts. These are pretty damn good. Thanks, Mom. So, anyways, then she had to go thing. I mean, look, let me tell you what I think. Zoe says Chloe needs wasn't no. How do I explain it? I'm not gonna get into her involved, all right? Too much drama, right? She needs to go and do her own thing. My point is Zoe and I were talking the other day about certain issues, and I mean, the man, she literally woke me up. Okay, Chloe, not Zoe. Chloe woke me up and said, the manager sent an eviction notice. Was it an eviction notice or just an inspection notice? Let's see, what is it on the top? It just says, Rosa, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. Monday through Thursday, I'll be calling her then, just to have a chat with her. I mean, literally. I mean, they knew the advocates are all on vacation, but still, the problem is Chloe is basically, you see? I mean, literally, she doesn't want to do it. And then I can't get into her room. As soon as the inspection's done, she'll toss her room again. Thing is this place has to be clean. I mean, literally, an inspection at least once a month would put Chloe's ass in gear, but she won't do it. She claims she's, and then Zoe and I were talking. She doesn't understand, okay? She doesn't understand. Okay, so let me explain something to you, okay? In nice terms. So, it goes like this. It goes like this. So Zoe was like, well, what is special treatment type thing? Okay, I'll explain the special treatment, she was asking us the other day, and she got angry, I think, and I think she hung up on the phone. But let me tell you the special treatment. Special treatment is someone who's transgender, all right? Man becomes woman, woman becomes man, right? We all have to accept them. We can't just discriminate, right? We have to just, but the thing is the Republican Party wants to discriminate, you see? Let me put it to you this way, okay? Republican Party, okay, this is what the country is going down to. Supposedly, I'm not going to give you guys, I don't want you guys basically wagging fingers, but supposedly in red states are passing laws to ban abortions completely and sex changes completely. No hormones, no hormone therapy, nothing. Gender affirming care is gone out the window. So that enforces the blue states to basically put in their constitution that gender affirming surgery and gender confirming surgeries or affirming care or abortions will be allowed, right? So in a blue state, but the problem is with a woman with a uterus is they're not considered a woman anymore in the definition of a woman. The definition by the Republicans is a woman who can give birth and have periods, yada, yada, yada. A man is one, so if a man becomes a woman, then the United States does not want to enforce under the Republican Party that you're accepting a man who became a woman. Now, they're basically saying in blue states that they're protecting these people, saying it is basically right to be gay, it's right to be trans, it's right to be whatever. But if you're in a blue state and you're a woman, let's just say Zoe's example, I'll use Zoe for example.
Let me guess, you're against the woman's right to choose, aren't you?
I'm actually pro-choice. That's why I always argue with Higgins. But anyways, let me just, so when you go through and you have surgery, right? And you get it, changed over. Trans people lose that ability to be, unless you're like got a brick shit house. I'll tell you what the problem is, okay? Problem is that people are very angry, okay? The women are angry and men, because there's these girls that are like 3 to 4 years old to get on hormones, and then they transition to female or male, and they look so good because they didn't have puberty. Then someone finds out that the birth certificate, then they change the birth certificate and says, this, but blue states are literally making it harder. So, for example, if you live in a red state, right, what they're trying to do is divide the country, okay? And so you see the red state's got a plan. You see the plan is, for example, is they're tired of giving the blue states the rights of free sex changes at taxpayer expense and or gender confirming surgeries or etc. See, the rate of Chloe was right on one aspect, the argument she was arguing the other day is the reason they're basically blocking sex changes isn't because it's not against their moral compass. It actually is, because half of them are I can't remember what that one rule is. Evangelical. Yeah, that's what it is. Chloe keeps talking about it, but I can't remember my noggin. So evangelical, right? So it's basically one of the Christian denominations, I'm going to say, does this, right? So you say, okay, cool, right? Thing is, if you listen to her argument, she makes a good argument. And as Zoe and I talked, or the rest of you, that people in a country literally realizes that the taxpayers are tired of paying for sex changes. But at the same time, the Republicans are seeing their money go down the toilet. I mean, look, let me break it down, okay? If you're a woman and you have a penis and you try to say something, a brick face, and you sound male, and you get something happens, all they got to do is make a phone call and they're represented. All of a sudden, you got fucking 50 lawyers fighting for them, and they're suing for millions. Or a trans man with a vagina, right? Still. But you get a passable woman who says, oh, you're discriminated because I was tranny, right? They want to use that it's discrimination card if they can't get married to men. So the men are fighting back. They're like, look, I don't want to fucking 14. I don't want to marry a girl I'm in love with at 18 that claims to be 18. You see, what the parents are doing, okay, and this is something that's very big, and I'm against, okay? I'm pro-choice. Me and Higgins but I'm against taking a 3-year-old, putting him on puberty blockers, and then turning around and giving them hormones at 12. And then basically making them treat them. And they still got the little penis. They got to explain to the schools. And if they get through all those hurdles and say, oh, we accept it, the thing is the federal government, you see, the problem is this country is literally going down the toilet. You can be transgender, no problem. But to ram it down other people's throats and tell people that if you don't do this or accept it, you're being sued. I mean, literally, let me put it this way, okay? For the sake of the argument of walking on eggshells, okay? I literally went out on a limb, okay? Even Pee-wee knows this. I was proud of myself. I went out on a limb and I basically told that lady, and I've done it every time, that Chloe needs her letters. Everyone around her is getting breast implants and facial surgery and vagina surgery or lower surgery. What is Chloe getting? Nothing. Mentally ill, right? Well, maybe if she was a pure woman, she'd leave it alone. But then again, I don't know. One of the things I was talking to someone the other day is they said, what's going through Chloe's mind? You know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. Chloe's attacking me, people, because of one reason. I'm going to give you the reason right now. You see, she's too disabled mentally, right? That means the other day we were talking about things, right? Walking on eggshells. You should read it sometime. There's a really good book. It's called, I think it might be a Wikipedia book. It's like something about Stop Walking on Eggshells, I think is what it's called. It's on Amazon. I think there's a PDF version, you know. You know. Yeah, right here. So it's called Stop Don't Walk on Eggshells, and you can get the audio book or the Kindle book. I might send the Kindle book version over to see. Can I actually send the Kindle version over to somebody? Can I gift it to someone? Buy for others? All right, so how does this work? Okay. All right, so if I can get Zoe's email address, I could send this to her. She can read it herself. It's a good one. It's called Stop Walking on Eggshells. I thought about sending her a book, a gift, you know. But I can't do it because yeah, so anyways, yeah, so it's the thought counts, right? So anyways, she was afraid of being abandoned. That's the thing. But the thing is she deserves to be abandoned because look what she does. I mean, literally, people call me an asshole. You know what? I've had my debit card stolen. I've had a lot stolen. I've tried to basically get my police scanners from August to January. Let me tell you a little story, okay? I might make jokes about scanners, okay? The only thing I'm worried about is the battery level, you know? I mean, I'll tell you two things, okay? No one wants to be Chloe because it's bad. Two is Chloe's mind is so screwed up. She is attacking other people. Zoe is apparently, by Chloe's standard, out of anger, white trash. Her roommate's a whore and violated the law with the breast implants and stealing. And do you see, Chloe? I'm going to go after her. Really? That's interesting to know. She's going to go after her. Wish Castor Blossom would have defended herself because, I will defend Cactus Blossom, my moderator. She shouldn't attack Cactus Blossom. And why she has a beef with people on this island, no one knows. I mean, literally, she really wants to get out of here. She could just take her money and leave. Thing is one of my advocates, let's just say I'm going to call advocate, code word advocate 4. No, advocate 5. I'm just going to say advocate 7, okay? Let's just call her 007, okay? I have a lot of advocates, are all women, for, victims advocate type thing, okay? Yeah, victims advocate, all right? VA, victims advocate, VA. Then I'm just going to say 007 and I were talking about code word, okay? Person should be up. My name is Bond, James Bond. I like 3 martinis, shaken, not stirred. Actually, give them 8 martinis. Now, they like their martinis, so, yeah. Anyways, I can't keep doing the jokes about so let's just say she, 007, we both agree that it's a fear of abandonment. Thing is, Chloe's destroyed your things. I mean, and then she turns around and literally, right? I mean, literally, let me put it to you this way. I was talking to her mom, right? Her mom said to me, make sure you get your half. I said, I never get my half, literally. And I said, Chloe doesn't know what to do, right? So, her mom and I were talking. I said, we got notice of eviction. We violated our lease because Chloe can't clean, and Chloe won't let me clean. Chloe's been threatening. Literally, that's all she does. I mean, literally, I'm going to have to get off here and get this place spotless. Which means Chloe ain't going to do anything because she'll be sitting in her room going, I mean, literally, vacuum could be done in 20 minutes. I told her this. Does she expect me to do everything for her fucking self? I mean, literally. She hides my phone, and then she throws away her glasses appointment. She hides her phone, hides the phone, right here. And then when I asked for, she made sure my phone call wasn't in, right? She basically intercepted it so my advocate wouldn't call me today, one of my advocates. Then she hides other things, right? And then I keep telling her, Zoe knows this, that this ham's going to go bad. It's going to start to smell if we don't cook it. What's she doing? She's too fucking lazy. She wants everything handed to her. I mean, literally, she's not a princess. Zoe's a princess. Chloe's not. Chloe is. I mean, literally, look what she does, right? Zoe, when you walk on eggshells, right? You're literally purely walking on eggshells. And a lot of people say to me, what are you going to do? Well, I'm going to have to get up and do it again, but I don't like being held basically held over a barrel. And you say, well, why? Simple. Because she basically knew this was coming. I told her this. I even told you guys this on YouTube. This is going to blow up in her face. She's going to get her tub fixed, but with an eviction warning stacked to it, stapled to it. She did. And now she's all worried. Thing is I'm basically not allowed to do anything in this house. I'm supposed to pay my rent, pay the electricity, pay the water, or, pay half the rent, pay the streaming services so she can have it. And then she doesn't use it. She uses YouTube. Then I cut down, and then I'm basically yelled at by the neighbors upstairs who love Chloe and says, oh, Chloe's got some illnesses. But then asked me why I cut down my services in half. Well, think of it. Poppy uses Prime Video and Hulu the most. I'm using Tubi right now for free. I mean, I can't believe I've gotten so many. I mean, I got 6 days, 7 days for Tubi constantly. Everything I'm looking at is on Tubi right now for free. I mean, I haven't looked up Knight Rider or other . But I'll be right back. Be right back, peeps. Just got to use the restroom for a minute, and then I want to finish up and then get to the local news, and then log out. Just remember, I have the comments disabled, so my point is I'm not going to I'm not going to read the comments today. Frankly, I'm tired of reading the comments today, So, give me a moment, would you? Thanks. It doesn't look like pre-processed ramen. It must have been. Dude, that was a badass fucking shit. Literally, that must have been 2-day-old pre-processed steak. So, finish this stuff. Okay. I'd like to tell you guys a story. A story. Yeah. A story. You guys ready for this? Okay. So I was explaining to Zoe the other day. I don't think Zoe picked up on the story, right? So the other day, I was minding my own business. And I tell Zoe, package came in, right? Not hers. And then I said to her it was about my sister's present, right? I told her all about this teddy bear, and she gave me like 3 different presents. And I figured 2 of them out. The third one was a mystery to me, right? So my sister messaged me Christmas Day, and she says, "Hey, did you get your presents? Did you never said thanks, or, I said, oh, I knew what they were. I said, thank you, I said, Chloe wanted to take them and wrap them up for me. She said, I hope Chloe did. I said, as a matter of fact, Chloe's so pissed off she hid my presents. My sister Teddy didn't know. I said, I can't find it in her room anywhere. Teddy said, did she throw it away? Could be. Out of anger. Literally, this is why I don't give her anything. I mean, look. You want total destruction? I've had things go missing. I had a pair of glasses go missing, right? I couldn't literally barely see, And so the advocates, they literally got together with other advocates, got me new glasses because they were pissed at Chloe. Chloe sits there and throws her glasses and breaks them, and then she says, oh, I can't see because of it. Thing is, she breaks her own property. And yet, that pair of glasses was in this house. Wasn't on a beach, wasn't on a lawn, wasn't anywhere. It was in this house. Chloe got mad and destroyed them. Pretty much. Yeah. Now when I ask her about my Christmas present, she keeps telling me to fuck off, right? Fuck off, right? Thing is, she doesn't care about anything but herself. That's the story. And, thing is you see, the other day, 007 and I were talking. And 007 says, you don't want to get in much trouble, control the bear. What did I do today? You saw me. Oh, that's nice, That's nice. You want to attack someone? That's nice. Mm-hmm. Literally, just being polite about it. With her, Chloe can't be polite about anything. She doesn't want to do anything. She's like, all she wants to do is game. And then demand people to game with her. The reason she left the guild of my game on Guild Wars 2 is because she couldn't manipulate them to pull it off, to basically help people. And then when they kept nerfing the game and basically making the characters weaker and weaker, she said, the hell with it. And then she turns around, right? I'm going to tell you an experiment. All right. YouTube. You see, there's something called an Amazon wallet, right? You save money on your Amazon wallet and you put it in there, right? So when there's enough money, I will buy the scanner I want, right? I'm not asking for handouts. I did basically make a joke, this morning about I will work for gift cards. I mean, think about it. I mean, it was like a little inside joke. People need to sit there and say, haha, very funny. I mean, literally, and be done with it. Instead, and me, it upsets me because, not because, there was no gift card, because no one gets my humor. I mean, think about it. I mean, I'm disabled. Doesn't anyone realize that? And people sit there and say what they say, but I might not even have a home to come to on the island in a week because Chloe's just basically determined to destroy this. And even when I get everything clean and Chloe doesn't, they're still going to evict. We're both on the lease. And if Chloe can't get her act together, which she won't, all she wants to do is make it. See, she does the illusion that everything's clean. And then when they leave, she tosses it. And the management knows this. But the problem is the repair broke. Thing is, the good Lord could have basically set it up, and I'm not going to be evicted for it, but I can't touch everything. I mean, literally, I can have this entire kitchen clean in 30 minutes or more, but I'm not allowed to touch it because I'm too blind and retarded, apparently. But same time, my sister Teddy's royally pissed off, that there's my presents went missing, right? So, I was talking to Chloe's mom, right? And I said to Chloe's mom, no, there is no way in hell. I even sent her the email. She said, absolutely, our family doesn't play fucking these mind games. She said, more likely. She said, it's more likely Tater Tot now doing it because she said she can't see anyone else doing it. She said it could be a lover of Chloe, a Chloe lover that wants to attack me outright. But the point is, look what she's doing. I mean, literally, they want to call me a lazy ogre. A lazy ogre. Now, I know this could be a tactic of moderator Tara J, but more likely, I don't think moderator Tara J would go this low for her entertainment or Lexi. So I think if it isn't Lexi, Tara J, or former moderators, or Gabby. I mean, Gabby would never do this either. Which reminds me, I was just reading about Gabby's state. So, one of the things I wanted to share with you is, like I said, Mother Pee-wee emailed me something about, no, it's only 7 minutes long. Let me just go look at it. Doesn't look like an educational video. Let me just, I'm going to put headphones in for a second because, I need to take a quick break, do my tobacco and listen to this. Because Mother Pee-wee gave it to me and I need to stop from time to time just to see what this is because I find it to be, some of this news information be utterly. So this lady, okay, I see what it is. Let's see what this is, hold on. Let's see. I don't care about this crap. I don't care about this. So I get the gist of what Pee Wee's given me. So I'm going to just break it down in a second. Oh, here we go. I'm going to let Higgins watch this. All right. Yeah. All right. So basically, what Pee Wee emailed me was interesting. Okay. Basically, what it is it's a notice. All right, saying food stamps are going to be brought down to non-pandemic levels. I heard they extended it to March. That's what I heard rumor-wise. But thing is they're going to basically. The problem is either the country's going to go down the toilet because they keep publishing money, or there's going to be more and more stronger viruses. You know, everyone that's vaccinated says, "Oh, give me the booster," and others say, "Don't give me the booster." And you know, so anyways, I'd like to share with you a story today. And you know, so Pee Wee sent there and said, "Oh, this should be addressed," you know, because of it. Well, basically, what it is you know they're saying between $14 and $23 is what I get on food stamps, right? But they only update the food stamp roster every, you know, you know, you know. All right. So basically, like for example, for me, I just go over to the welfare office in Twitter, right? The Twitter page is what I want. Apparently, I always like to laugh and see if they're actually, you know, certified. That shows that they're the real web page, you know, because you know they're like, you know, okay, so they're certified blue, okay, so apparently they're giving us updates, right? You know, oh, so look at this. They're saying 15 million people who previously couldn't get online. I think that I hope this is you know, I think we have like what 8 or 9 million people in the state of Washington. No, they're talking about dementia, you know. But anyways, well, they're talking about food stamps, you know. Oh, you got prepared for whatever, you know. Oh, okay. So here we go. So I'll post this to my own channel. So it's called retweet. So here we go. So, anyways, I just posted this to my Twitter feed. So if anyone has Twitter, you can see and read my comment. I always keep updated. I want to see the comments too because there's 3 new comments. So apparently it's there we go. Oh yeah, see, oh thank you so much. If it's in life savings, yes. Well, you know, that's the thing. They keep saying it needs to be done indefinitely, you know. But the thing is, these people, all right. Let me give you a definition, okay, of what we're talking about here today, okay? Now, remember what I said about the special woman feature where, you try touching a tranny with a penis, male to female, they sue you because, they claim discrimination on everything. That's what's happening in this world, okay? And they're trying to force you in the red states to accept these men in dresses, And because of it, the red states, are saying enough's enough. They don't want to pay for sex changes. They don't want to pay for, let me just show you my my Twitter page, huh? So in the last freaking whatever, I post a few gaming news from time to time, but mostly being a YouTuber, I post, food stamp info, it's like, every month I post food stamp updates, and that's what I do, right? And people say, oh, well, it's okay that you did that. The thing is I'm literally upset at, the fact, that, there are too many people, people say, oh, Pee-wee's right, though. People need to prep for it going up. And the reason Pee-wee's posting this is for you, the viewers, to realize the moderator Pee-wee is not just part of my channel, but she's someone who actually brings light to certain circumstances. For example, food stamps. I mean, a lot of people sign up for food stamps just for a free phone. Others do it for the free internet. I mean, I got a neighbor who basically said, as long as I got food stamps, I get 80% off on my electric bill. You see, this is why people want to keep the food stamp program going. Because as long as they qualify, they will binge off and suck up the system. I mean, literally, look at it from their point of view. Think about it. People turn around and say every household. I mean, look, I'm going to tell you something. I had someone tell me the other day that I bring in too much money, right? That because I bring in too much money, that I should be buying my own phone, right? Tell you what the problem is with the phone company. I only qualify for prepaid. I don't qualify for my own phone from T-Mobile or whatever. And you know what? I'm quite fine with prepaid because, with this, it's all I need, right? So they're like, well, you should get I mean, one of that agency lady that came out to the house, the one that supposedly that asshole Reagan was talking about, you doxed her. Let me tell you a story. Chloe got rid of her. Chloe said, I'm doing it my way. Fuck you is what she said. You know what? The lady literally said Chloe should have had the, because it's one phone per household, Chloe should have had it. Well, it already steals my phone. Literally. I even offered to make a deal for Chloe. 007 recommended to put her debit card in the safe so she doesn't use it. But then she'd use mine, you see. Problem is, a lot of you people out there, some people say, oh, we have to be in the Chloe camp or the Rita camp. I don't give a shit what camp you're in, but I want the fucking facts to be told. Let's say the truth goes like this. When you live with someone and you got someone like moderator Pee-wee, Mama Pee-wee, who sits there and stands up, picks a gun, stands post, and says all this stuff that's bullshit. No one's fucking listening because listen to this. No one's listening to the bullshit because listen to this. They don't know what I've been through with Chloe. They don't. Thing is that the truth is in the pudding. I mean, someone goes and emails me, oh, I'm going to be in a group home. Really? Why don't you go look at the eviction notice we got today? Whose fault is that? You're going to blame me for it. Guess what? If you support transgendered women who's got more rights than us genetic women, why do you think we're fucking fighting back? Why are we thinking we're pushing back? We may be pro-choice, but we're not going to basically be pro-everything. Yeah. When a genetic woman, say Mama Pee-wee or Mama Fanny, goes out and joins the Olympics or whatever, and then gets steamrolled, I'm going to say it, out of love for Mama Fanny and Mama Pee-wee, steamrolled, loses their titles because a man who had a sex change has to be accepted as a woman. That's where the fucking Republicans are pushing back. I mean, look. I mean, literally. You look at the policies in place. what they're doing at the state level is they're basically doing the filling in the gray lines. Okay, the gray box, the gray lines. You know what? I'll tell you why. Because the gray lines state, and I quote, that if they could put in their constitution no sex changes, no gender affirming care, it's got to be basically thing. And if the people vote for it, then you just fucking leave to a blue state where it's covered, unless they say, oh, unless they start making it so they start making red states slave states, and then they say, oh, well, you're a tranny, you want a sex change, we're going to use you as a slave, or whatever. I mean, think about it. I mean, literally. And some guy says, I use Chloe as a slave. No, you know what? I've been owed 70 plus thousand. I lost my weapons rights because of Chloe. All I want to do is live in fucking peace, and I can't. 007 recommended Chloe live in a separate apartment. Manager ain't gonna give her the fucking chance. That's the truth. I'd love to talk to 007 about it, but you know what? Oh, I'd like to talk to Zoe about it. Me and Zoe were talking about writing a book together, jokingly. And, one of the things is Zoe doesn't understand that someone who's transgender, whether male to female, female to male, they have more rights than she does. That's the fucking truth. And why do you think the fucking Republicans are pissed about it? Because they don't want to pay their fucking $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 taxpayers for fucking, look. Let me tell you something, okay? I didn't know how dangerous Chicago was until I heard the reports, right? Thing is after dark, stay in your house. That's, Zoe said that herself. Thing is, I made some jokes today, but at least, I my jokes were just all in fun. But when it comes to getting the notice, Chloe just woke me up to tell me. It's like, she knows I'm in bed, you don't bother me. But no, she has to wake me up for everything. And then she goes and leaves all the dry goods in the cooler. Yeah. I go, where's the milk? The extra milk, Oh, we didn't get any this week. Okay, cool. That's it. And she wants to turn around and break my coffee pot because she's angry. But just think of it this way, people. I told Teddy, I took a picture of Teddy. I said, my Christmas present might be somewhere in this miserable room of hers. You see, the last time I told Chloe I'd buy her a hard drive, right? This was last year, right? You want to know what happened with the whole inspection? She did her room. I did 90% of this house 2 days. Spotless. Manager said, how'd you do it? I said, I had to push myself because Chloe won't do it. Yeah. Even the advocate at the time that was with us for the inspection said, shit. Yeah. I'm not allowed to leave my house. I mean, literally, they look on the camera. What do they say? Nothing. They say, oh, you're on a roll. I don't use LinkedIn. I don't care about LinkedIn. So anyways, what Pee Wee was emailing me on is the food stamp thing was basically, there's 10 things. They're taking away food stamps. And I'll explain that to you real quick. This is real news, okay? I mean, literally, you know why... So say you get $121 extra for inflation, right, for food. What the government has done, okay, and Higgins doesn't understand this, is they did the old switcheroo. They do it every time you get a cost of living adjustment, okay? So say you get $121 and Chloe gets $87. Okay, I'm going to use Chloe as an example here, okay? Chloe gets $87, right? Right? What happens? I'll tell you what happens. They expect her rent to go up 30% of 80%. So let's see, $8.70 times 3. Okay, let me just put it, right? So let's put it this way, okay? My rent and me and Chloe's rent $646, right? Now if Chloe leaves, my rent drops to 1/3 of my income. So whatever it is, okay? So 30% of my income, okay? So right now, Chloe it'd be $87. So 80. Hold on, 870. Times 3. So it's $26.10 the rent goes up, right? But that's not including 30% of $121. So that's 12, 12, and 12. That's $36. $36. Okay, 12, 12. So it's 121, right? By times 30%. So the equals 36.30 plus 26.10, right? That's $62.40 added to our bill, which isn't bad, but it isn't great. So, but that's not including other things, okay? So rent goes up, right? You guys sit there and say, oh, that ain't bad. No. That leaves 70% left for electricity, which is going through the roof. They're doubling it up. I heard rumors they're doubling everyone's electricity because they're greedy. And then on top of that, by the way, the electric bill should be coming out in the next 3 days, so I'll know how much we owe. I mean, literally, right now I'm wearing this nice sweatshirt Mama Pee-wee gave me because it's toasty, and I don't want to use the heater. I mean, literally, she gave me a blessing and a gift in disguise by itself. This thing is massively toasty. But anyways, let me just get to the brass tacks here, okay? So they raised the price, right? So my standard is like $14 a month. So they expect me to take out of $121, right? 121 minus 36, right? Let me just look that up. Okay, 121 minus 30. Let's just round to $37. Okay, so 121 minus 37, right? Chloe's 27. So I'll show you what it does. Okay, equals. So they expect me to take my $84 additional a month, put it towards food and electricity. Yeah. And internet. And internet, they say they're raising it again because they're greedy. You see, they're greedy. I, of course, will pay it because, I could cut out every streaming service, still have internet, I'd be fine. But, people are saying, oh, well, make sure to keep your food card at current because you can get Amazon Prime. Really? Let me tell you, Amazon Prime, useless. Literally useless. Have you gone through their movie list? Half their movies are more, 60% of it's rentals. Yeah. Anyways, now let me just do Chloe's thing real quick, okay? $87, right? Minus 27, right? They expect Chloe to get $60 additional, which means they'll cut $60 off her food stamps right off the top. So say she gets, $140 a month. They're going to take $60 off the top, leaving her with $80 of food stamps. To me, it's $14 any way to look at it. So to me, and this is why I keep telling you guys to prep. You can get through this storm, but you have to budget properly. That's the thing. No one wants to budget. They think magically food stamps will keep being allotted, but once they get cut off, they're going to be basically bitching to the state and the federal government because of it. What happened? Well, let's just say the other day I was talking to 007, and we were talking about, I should be 007. Let's just say I was talking to 006, okay, 006. We were talking about, the future, and, the thing is there's too many people that are going to be fucking bitching and griping because, but the pandemic, right? There's new variants coming out right now. It's wintertime. I mean, literally. You either live with the variants and hope the hell the hospital doesn't fill up, or you go and get vaccinated, which now they're saying there's blood clots. That's what me and 006 were talking about, yeah. So 006 and I were talking about blood clots. And literally, 006 said it's complete, utterly bullshit that the long-term COVID's around. I mean, literally. You got to look at it now, You look at the big picture here. 006, I'm going to call them 006. Literally, if you look at the big picture, look what's going on. I mean, literally. I mean, if you break down the numbers of food stamps, right? I mean, we didn't get our letter yet saying she's going to get lower, but, they do that right after January. They say, oh, and because of the pandemic relief, I'll tell you how the pandemic relief works, okay? So once they recert me on the rent, right? say just me, my rent goes down, which means my food stamps go up a bit because I'm paying, but my rent's this much and for myself only. But at the same time, it is pretty poorly. It's poor because frankly, the problem is it's literally poor, And because of it, a lot of people out there don't realize that when you get cost of living adjustment, they're basically giving you more money for your Social Security, but they're taking away their benefits. I mean, for example, Chloe could get a letter stating that she doesn't qualify for Medicaid. Oh, you bring in $1,100. I mean, the threshold's like $1,075 to get Medicaid or something. The last time I checked, and I'm always, when they keep raising the cost, they basically raise it up $50 and say, oh, you don't qualify because, whatever. But you know what? People need to realize that, when I'm talking to you guys, I'm talking literally about food stamps and, cost of living going up and down. I mean, literally, people need to keep prepping. That's the problem. I mean, you guys could survive if you basically eat up your preps, while you're waiting. If nothing happens in 2023 and there's no food shortages or crashes, you can still restore your food stamps by restoring your preps by getting more preps. Thing is, you got to plan it carefully. Thing is, no one cares. They think the government's just going to, as a vending machine, that every month they pull the slot machine and they get 3 little food baskets, and it's like, more food. Does anyone realize that it doesn't play that way? They got to cut this. They got to clean. They're going to have to basically deem that the pandemic's over. And now you see this here. Their Representative-elect George Santos is being investigated. That's big news. The DOJ and the federal prosecutor investigating his resume and all this crap. I mean, literally, they need to basically, what the hell are they doing here? Pope, Pope Eggy, old Eggy, that's what I call him. He's literally, Benedict is sick. I mean, what if he passes away? I mean, literally, then there's going to be a state funeral and everything else. Even though he resigned, he's still entitled to a state funeral and everything else. Thing is, a lot of people don't realize that, I mean, this, that just leaves Pope Francis, And then, that one guy, the 006 in our time, that guy claims to be Canadian. Mainstream media changed that to fit their narrative of saying the guy lives in Canada and he used a hammer on Paul Pelosi. I mean, literally. Got all these things, I mean, literally, if you look at all the news articles, people are worried about I mean, you got all these people, and they're still battling it out for the speaker, and then the news passes that Biden went to the U.S. Virgin Islands. Wow, that's real news there. Yeah. See, like this, they're now basically holding the country hostage, the Republicans, which we have to hold the thing, steep spending cuts. Well, I could basically go and say that some people literally need to basically cut certain funding. I mean, literally, get rid of the pandemic relief. That would cut a lot of money. But Biden doesn't want to do it because, remember, I basically lost some of my YouTube videos for misinformation. I said literally that the government is basically buying votes. I mean, literally. Food stamps, yeah, they keep me to at least March or April, it said, I mean, literally, more than just a spending bill, the Electoral Count Act, tech, education, Ukraine aid. I mean, we're spending $50 billion. So far, we've given over probably $250 billion to Ukraine of the taxpayers' money. If we just cut out Ukraine, we wouldn't have that problem. We'd have $250 billion in our pocket. And then they give 4.6 pay raise for troops and 22.4% increase support for VA medical care and the lifeline for the lobster industry. So we're backing up the lobster industry because lobsters are more money apparently than the crab. And if you read the thing, 8 billion crabs went missing. 8 billion snow crab and king crabs went. The crabbing season's been canceled this year because they don't know where they went. Let me go use the toilet for a second and then grab some coffee again. I mean, this is literally the news coming down the pipe right now, And then Friday, they're releasing Donald Trump's taxes. I mean, that's what's going on in the news. I mean, they're literally basically trying to smear, making the entire Republican Party look bad. And to me, let me just tell you what I think. But let me use I mean, literally, some of the news we're getting is pretty damn bad. I mean, the news is coming out here is pretty damn bad, and because of it, you see, now that's the news today. I mean, you want me to? I'm gonna go use the jingle. Hi, Boon Boon. Hi. Seems I gotta feed him again. He's a pooping machine. He's a eating and pooping machine. Hungry? Let me go use the toilet, and then I'll feed him. Well, the point is the point being is, let me give you guys an example. Okay. Let me give you guys an example, okay? Right? The food bank usually gives expired food now because they can't the stores get 50 cents to the dollar on every item that they donate to the food stamp bank. Stores do this so they can hand off the bad food. Think of it this way, like this. Best Buy, December 21st, 2022. It's now 2028. See this? I wouldn't even serve this, cook this, or even eat it because this is how bad they're getting. See, you want to see the date? Here, look at the date. Best Buy, 12/21/2021. The camera zooms in. Or, see if I can do this. See? December 21st, 2022. So, you see the bad food is pretty bad. You see? So, they gave this. I wouldn't even cook this because It's 8 days past. They say Best Buy 12/21. It might have been good Christmas Day, but to give it to us now, it's not edible. Your taxpayers are paying for this. And the Republicans, no offense, I'm not a big fan of the Republicans or the Democrats. I'm going to say the Democrats allow this to happen. Waste not, want not, they say. But you basically turn around and you're paying, your taxpayers are paying for it. Okay, well, let's get them fed, right, peeps? So the bottom line is, think of it that way. And then people sit there. Moderator Pee Wee emailed me today with that video I sent on, and I watched, most of it. I get the gist. And basically, and by the way, one of the things in the video that lady did today, the Pee Wee, immigrants are getting food stamps. Yeah, illegals and immigrants are getting food stamps while waiting for their green card. I was talking to my advocate before Chloe hid my phone today. Right? You guys got to hear the story once more. So my advocate calls me, right? Chloe had my phone. She basically delayed it. No glasses, no apartments, nothing, right? Hides it. She's upset because she doesn't want it getting back to the advocate who's going to Texas and then to Belize. So, if this is an emergency, she says, contact Ash or I think she said Valerie, Ash, or Mary, or Jen, right? The other advocate said, but I can't arrange for groceries to be brought in from the advocates because Chloe won't allow it. And yet, Chloe wakes me up today and gives me a notice of eviction because manager got the tub fixed, but Chloe's violated the fire code by making this place dirty. And yet Chloe claims she's too disabled. She wants to buck up against the system. So I'm over a barrel when it comes to cleaning. Yeah. And so I was talking to, I'm going to talk about my other, let's just say, victim advocate in code word here for 006. I'm 007. So 006, literally, they're bucking up against the system. And like I said, I told 006, that when you're transgendered and you're male to female or female to male, and you look like a brick shit house and male, and you're 60 years old, so they use the lawsuit card and they get what they fucking want. So police, fire, EMS, they don't want to fuck with them. So instead, what they do is they just use discrimination in different terms. So if you're transgendered or under the trans umbrella, you get fucking screwed over. And because of this, that is why, Chloe snapped today. Again, literally, Chloe went to bed. I woke up and I said, where's the milk? Oh, they didn't give me. Okay. And then she started in about everyone is fucking white trash. All my friends online are white trash. All of them. She even called, which I'm saying this out of disgust, that even Agent 006 is white trash. Why? Because you're angry. Because there's a notice about fire hazards and the place is dirty and we got an inspection coming because Chloe brought it upon herself. But Chloe says, I can't clean. And yeah, talking to 006, I said, I'm trying to find someone that can clean. But they don't want to clean this place because of her temper. Yeah, her temper. Chloe's temper, not 006. So 006 and I, we get along fine. All right. But my thing is, it pisses me off to no end that when I get done with this video, instead of sitting in front of my TV relaxing, I told everyone, I even told 006 this, right? I said specifically that this was going to come down the pipe. I told Chloe. Chloe says, no, it won't. No, it won't. Yeah, well, guess what? It did. I called it. Why? Because I knew it's coming. Chloe doesn't care. She wants to sit there and rip Cactus Blossom because I've reported Cactus Blossom for frauding the government and insurance companies of a breast lift and a boob job. And people with Asperger's, like Cactus Blossom, shouldn't have a boob job. Then she goes after former neighbors that don't even live here. The guy upstairs, the management, throws a fit and calls Mama Fanny white trash. I mean, literally, then threatens to destroy my coffee pot, right? I told you the story about how I got these glasses, didn't I, everyone? Hey, Zoe. Don't want to think I'm ignoring her. Basically, I turned off the comments, so I guess they turned back automatically. But anyways, I want to get this video done as fast as possible. So what happened? My other glasses went missing. My family, Corey and Dinky, literally had to contact certain people on my behalf to let them know I'm blind without my glasses. Chloe broke them. I literally had to rely on Chloe for a lot of things because my glasses were. She breaks glasses. And yet, today was a discussion about housing for Chloe, trying to get an application in. Management won't do it. What management wants, they want me to give up this place because they're using the, thing. They know I've cleaned this place. I spent 90% 2 days straight cleaning every part of this except her room. As soon as the inspection was over last time, she tossed the place, made it dirty. What? Because she likes to live in fucking filth. She's fucking lazy. She doesn't want to do anything extra she doesn't have to. If she spent fucking 1 hour, 2 hours a week cleaning, this place would be spotless, but she doesn't want to do it. It's a waste of her time because of her game. Her game comes first. When the guild, my guild and Guild Wars 2 literally wouldn't help her. It was a manipulation play. She demanded things. I literally spent real money on my own self to get my flying mounts. Chloe was pissed. You know what? And then I lost several of my guild leaders because of Chloe's temper. So I haven't gone back to that game because, in some ways it is toxic, but she makes it toxic. But then she pushes me to play her game. I don't want to play her game. What I want is to be left the fuck alone. Literally. So when I made the joke, I made a joke this morning. Will work for gift cards. I did all these little emojis, It was just a sign of a joke. That was it. It was a joke. But point is I made this thing. But you know what? My sister, Christmas Day, I tried to explain this to 006. Emailed me Christmas Day, texted me on my phone, texted me on Google Voice, said, "Hey sis, how was your presents? Do you like them?" I went, meh. She emailed me, meh. I went out of my way for you. You went and did the stockings. I said, meh. Then she finally got to me and she said, "Why did you meh?" Because Chloe went to wrap them. She says, "I hope you unwrapped them." Chloe doesn't know where my presents are. See? Sent a picture of her of Chloe's room. She says, "Oh my God." Yeah, my presents go missing. I was telling 006, the other day. Sister's pissed about it. Apparently a book, a movie, and a daily planner went missing. No one knows where it went. Went pretty simple, So, manager wants his place cleaned. So I'm going to have to do it because I'm being held over a barrel because Timper McJr. over there, basically in her room sleeping again because that's all she does. She wants to sleep when she's angry. She doesn't give a shit about other people. Meaning, if I fucking get the bathroom done, she'll be like, "Oh, the bathroom's done. I don't have to worry about it." Then I keep it clean until after the inspection. And then I can get the floors vacuumed, but Chloe doesn't want the floors vacuumed. Then I got to get stuff done and deep clean and everything else and, etc. And then I got to go in and finish the hall, which will take 20 minutes. Kitchen won't take that long. But her room, she won't even fucking lift a finger. It's a fire hazard. And she doesn't give a shit. She's challenging the fucking man. Oh, what did she do? She contacted several agencies this morning after that thing. Phones were ringing. What was it? Human Rights Commission and HUD. She's letting them know that they're discriminating against a trans woman who's disabled. She's using the trans woman mentally ill disabled card to get out of it. I told the manager this was coming down the pipe. I told him this is what Chloe does. She uses the phone. So she did it. She literally did it to get even with the management, saying the management's discriminating against her because she's autistic, borderline, transgendered. I mean, literally. I mean, she thinks that she's more female than Fanny, than Pee-wee, than Zoe, than myself. She literally looked at me and she says, "I must be pro-life," right? Oh, I'm pro-choice. She literally said that today out of anger. Why am I pro-choice? I mean, not pro-life. I'll tell you what, because pro-choice means that everyone can follow the Bible and follow what they truly believe without ramming it down others. I mean, for example, 006 She might not be Christian, maybe, but you know what? 006, I love her dearly. It doesn't matter, you know. Thing is you see these people being forced to accept a trans woman as a real woman, and we have to accept it in the blue states. Red states are saying, fuck it. We're not allowing it. Why? We're not allowing birth control or abortions because, you know, if you're raped, you have that kid. And no, you can't adopt him out. They want to basically block it and not allow adoptions to go out to adoption agencies are full. Why? Because they want the white population to continue. The white population to continue. That's what they're worried about. They're worried that by the year 2200, jokingly, of course, that everyone's going to be transgendered from birth. So they're saying transgender is a disease. Now, being intersex, that's the worst thing in the other, because being intersex, they want to put you under the damn trans umbrella. And as I told 006, that's where it's wrong. You claim an intersex person's transgender. You say a transvestite, that's one that takes hormones, keeps their penis, gets breast implants, lives as a girl with a penis. They consider them transgender. Cross-dresser, transgender. Intersex woman, transgendered. Transsexual is not even used anymore in the text. The real wording was transsexual. They don't even say that anymore. Why? Yeah. I mean, literally. I remember reading my statement, right, for my Medicare statement, right? The bill basically said they had to reconstruct things for intersex condition. Intersex condition. Yeah. They literally put it in my medical records for intersex condition. Yeah, people say, oh, that's a man. I'm no fucking man. Some people say I could be your worst fucking nightmare. Don't fuck with the polar bear. A whole lot of poking going on. Bear, a whole lot. Haha. Very funny. But no, the point being is, I'll get to her comments. My point is, Republican Party's pushing back. Why? Because they don't want to pay for it. In the next 10 years, there's going to be about $4 trillion going out for plastic surgery, breast augmentations, vaginal buildings, penis buildings, ovaries and uterus removers. The only way they're removing ovaries and uterus in red state or blue states, cancer preventive. That's what they do. They say, oh, this trans man has cancer preventive, could have cancer prevention by, so we're removing their ovaries and uterus. That's how they get away with it. Oh, they this person lost a lot of weight. Okay. Let me just tell you, I don't know how cactus blossom. It's none of my business. I'm going to go off a limb here and say a lot of the women that are getting it in blue states are saying breast augmentation are getting it for self-esteem issue, and they're rubber stamping it. And yet, people like me, people like Zoe, people like Pee-wee, people like Fanny, we got to fucking pay for it. Self-esteem issue should not be giving you a boob job. And yet, your self-esteem issue goes down when you want to basically be healthier and eat healthier, and your chest goes flat. So what do? Self-esteem issue with possible, and some doctors lie and say cancer prevented, or they lie about cancer when they don't think the government's going to look up records, and they go and do the lift and the implants, and they say cancer, breast reconstruction because of cancer. That's what they're charging it for some of these people. And I don't know about Cactus Blossom. She might have been legit. Chloe saying she isn't. But you know what? I don't give a shit. I'm just happy for Cactus Blossom. I really am. But to sit there and attack Cactus Blossom and attack her dad, her dad, by calling him his birth name, and attacking Cactus Blossom, and attacking Belle, and attacking former neighbors, that is dumbly wrong. All because I'm doing YouTube. That's just downright wrong. She doesn't want me on YouTube. But at the same time, I'm being held over a barrel right now because I got to do all the cleaning. She won't do it. She knows she won't do it. So to save my own house, I got to fucking do this because I called it out. I said, if you get this fucking place clean before they come, you won't have a notice on the door. I'll never do that. Really. Eviction notice. I got to stress over that. And yet, you know what? That fucking son of a bitch, fucking Reagan's Truth, or whoever he is or she is, probably laughing their ass up because, oh, Chloe goes to the store. Chloe claims she's got a lot of problems, right? I was looking over some notes. Maybe Chloe's got chronic fatigue syndrome. Dad claims I have it, but Chloe keeps doing it. That's why Chloe sleeps 9% when she isn't. She's gaming. Or maybe she's bipolar. Or maybe she's borderline. But Chloe won't take bipolar meds to see if she's bipolar. She told him to fuck off. So when you're seeing me vent, I'm venting because look what I got to do. I got to fucking clean up her mess fucking again. And while I told 006 the other day, I got to stay in bed to heal from a concussion, which I keep putting ice on when I'm in bed watching TV. And then I still got to listen to her idle, not 006. I got to listen to Chloe's idle chatter. Yeah, so you do the math. Who's the one that's stressing right now? I am. Chloe's in her room sleeping away after she got fucking angry and mad. Yeah. And who's the one walking on eggshells? I mean, look, I was just talking to you guys earlier today before Zoe showed up. I don't have Zoe's email. I think I found Zoe's email because Zoe gave it to me when I first met her. And if it is her email, I will confirm it on Discord. I'm not going to share it with you guys here because if it is, I was going to send her a book that she can read on her Kindle app on her computer called Stop Walking on Eggshells. Yeah, that's the topic for borderlines. Maybe Zoe would like to read a psychology book on it because I've read everything about borderlines. I got that book in my office here. Hell, I'm tempted just to pack it up, send it with a little bow, and send it to her and her address. You know, I hope she did get her post office box thing taken care of from the UPS store. But the thing is, when I made the joke today with Zoe, it was just a joke, you know, about the whole emoji. I figured she'd basically pick up, you know. But now I have to deal with the stress of Chloe and her temper over this. I mean, literally, she just went ape. Why? Because this is what she... And I was being polite. Instead of fighting back and raising my voice, I said, oh, that's nice. Go attack your roommate. Ex-roommate. Oh, go attack your mom. Oh, go attack your dad. Oh, that's nice. Use your dad's legal former birth name in this. Oh, that's nice that you're calling everyone by their legal name while angry. YouTube will probably cut it out, but thing is, you know, what can I do? I mean, literally, I got 6 days to get this fucking place done. I can get it done in 2 if Chloe'd fucking leave, go fucking somewhere all day, every day. I'll even get her room clean. Why? Because I have no choice. But Chloe won't do it. She won't do it. She's got me over barrel. If I clean, I'm in trouble by her. And if I don't clean, I'm in trouble with the management and I get evicted. So what's it do? What does a girl do? And this is the shit that I got to deal with. And that's this Peckerwood who emailed me last time says, oh, you know what? Mama Pee-wee was right. The motherfucker doesn't even know what I have to deal with. You know what? Putting me holding us over a barrel? Yeah. For all we know, Chloe fucking could have done this whole stunt. Break the tub. Just so we have to fucking clean. Because, you know, of this. I mean, Chloe, I mean, you know. I mean, only thing, Chloe's, I mean, literally, think about my Christmas present. My sister, meh. She thought I wasn't happy with the present. No, I'm happy with it. By the way, I found some other flavored seasonings I'm going to try besides this one. Thing is, I'm too humble. I'm too humble. This is a great present. I'll put this on my popcorn. I've been craving popcorn actually lately. But thing is, I don't make popcorn. You know why I don't make it? Because every time I make fucking popcorn, the son of a bitch turns around. Now, I'm not talking about Zoe. I'm not talking about Pee-wee. I'm not talking about Dinky. I'm talking about the roommate. Demands popcorn too. It's like I fucking bought my popcorn. They don't buy anything for themselves. Think about it. Literally. I mean, you want to look at the breakdown here? Who needs the group home? That one son of a bitch says, oh, Chloe doesn't. Oh, we're making Chloe sick. Oh, really? Chloe's making herself sick by fucking telling people to fuck off. And yet, you know, the IOP could have worked, could have not worked. She doesn't want to waste her time because if she was at the IOP, I'd be the one doing all the cleaning anyways. So, you know, the thing is then, you know what my advocate did? Phone was missing. Chloe sat there and got angry. Why? Because she didn't want me talking to Mel today. Because Mel was the one who told me the manager's not recerting Chloe. But they're not going to recert us both if we don't get this place cleaned. That was the thing. Thing is Chloe doesn't care. See, I wanted to talk to 006, okay? After YouTube. And ask 006. 006 is code word for Victims Advocate number 3, right? I have 2 that I know. Anyways, Victim Advocate 3, 006. And ask 006 what she makes of fucking why Chloe doesn't want to fucking do anything and is holding me over a barrel. Because if I do cleaning, I get in trouble. Literally by Chloe. Punished. But if I don't clean, I get evicted. So Chloe's trying to put us homeless for some fucking reason. And you know what? We all know that she's fucking doing this because she's a fear of abandonment. But you know what? She deserves to be abandoned. Why? I mean, literally, Advocate 3, Mel, she's going to Texas tonight. She's already off the island going to the airport to go to Texas. And then after Texas, she's spending 2 or 3 weeks in Belize and then coming back. Because right now the government's telling her she's got to wait to get her fiance in the country. But get this, she's got to wait to get her fiance in the country. All the illegals are getting rubber stamped and getting food stamps and cash assistance and everything else under the Biden administration. But they increase mental for what? Mental doesn't work. That's what I said. But now I got this over my barrel. And I know 006 will message me later through email and other connections and say, calm the fuck down. This can work. I mean, literally, I'm going to be busting my ass off. I mean, literally, I even asked Chloe, what's the point? I went through half the food is expired in the cooler. I mean, literally, what's the fucking point of eating fucking expired food? You know? I mean, the maintenance people, they don't even know how to fucking fix a toilet. It's still running. Use potty. If they wait till the 5th to test flights of Chinese, we're going to have a big... Oh, I know. I mean, the inspection is the 5th, you know. The inspection we have is the 5th. And yet, where is she? She's sleeping. Oh, well, when you're done with YouTube, I'll talk to you. That's all she does. But then, because I sleep days and I do my nights with you guys, it's hindering her ability to do it. She doesn't want to be on camera showing she's doing anything. She just wants to sit there and blame me for it all. She wants to blame everyone but herself. Yeah. She was warned this was going to happen. And yet, who's the one who gets fucking shit on? Excuse me, I'm going to do the same thing as Zoe. I'm going to go use the potty. Okay, I'm back. I mean, we don't have much time. Literally, we don't have much time. You see, the point I'm trying to make, okay, is people call me lazy, okay? Let me tell you a story about lazy, okay? All right? When someone steals my fucking money, hides my fucking receipts, and then turns around and buys candy and everything else and hides it from me because they're stealing and adding stuff on my card for my grocery bill, that's considered stealing. And instead of basically going to the sheriff every time and trying to press charges against Chloe, Chloe should just fucking turn around and fucking earn her fucking keep by doing the stuff that she doesn't like, chores. Instead, she holds it against me, threatens me. Where is my phone tablet? I had it here. So, what I'm trying to tell you guys is this place, you know. Oh, I think I left it in the bathroom. Give me a second. All right, I found it. So the bottom line is I'm hoping to get out of here in a timely manner so I can actually send a message to 006 so we can see if I can talk to her about the 006 is a British agent, an MI6 about. Oh, I get the first comment today. That's great. Mm-hmm. I better check the toilet real quick. I mean, I would like to make a discussion here, but I'm waiting for Zoe to actually come back from the bathroom because I have a question for Zoe directly too when she gets back. But anyways, I want to tell you guys a story while we're waiting. So apparently they gave us more cake mix and no frosting. Chloe was gonna go get frosting today, but she was so damn pissed off apparently about the notice. That she had to wake me up. So let me tell you guys a story, okay? So. So, anyways, more coffee. So, anyways, where were we? Oh yeah, I want to tell you guys a story. You already heard about the Christmas stuff, the Christmas gifts that went missing, right? So, 006 the other day, she's a spy, right? She's the spy. She literally asked me, "Do you think Chloe could have made Zoe's presents disappear?" Well, I was doing patrols and I didn't see any packages outside, but if my presents went missing of Teddy's, and Chloe could have thrown them away. No one knows. That's the thing. Chloe won't say a peep. I mean, literally. Pee Wee's stuff came. Maybe it's because, in Chloe's opinion, hypothetically, that she didn't get anything from Zoe, so she said, fuck it. She didn't get anything from Teddy. Teddy usually sends stuff to Chloe. Teddy just didn't want to, So Chloe, of course, is blaming others for her not getting it. But she got a huge gift card from her mom and her grandfather and her aunts and uncles and her grandmas who's alive. So in the end, she gets all this stuff, and yet she wants to punish me. I think it has to do with control, literally. I've not seen her once wear Pee-wee's shirt yet. That's the saddest thing. I mean, these things are so warm, you could freaking use it as a blanket. I mean, literally, let me just tell you a story, okay? I want to tell you guys a story about decisions, okay? I made a joke with 006 the other day. We were talking about decisions, right? Zoe asked me the other day about my project. Well, I got it done, but the decision, is hard, right? So here goes the story. So before Christmas, Chloe in beginning of November bought me a scanner, right? Right. My scanner, is all you know, is sitting somewhere in Troutdale, just disappeared. I think someone pinched it and they just don't want to pay for the insurance. So they're basically trying to say, oh, well, we'll find it. Meanwhile, the scanner that Chloe ordered the money was taken out right away. Everyone knows this. I'll even show you the scanner, just to be polite in this article. So she orders this one, right? Because, Zoe was talking about how cool the color is. It's got a red screen. I think it changes like 7 different colors. But anyways, I'll just show this, okay? So Chloe orders this one, and then she's having card problems, right? They already took the money out. She's screaming and yelling. She calls her bank. She calls the fraud department, calls the sheriff. She does everything. Eventually, Amazon just refunded it and told her about 14 days, right? They didn't ship it, but it was already prepared to ship, but they couldn't do it because the money was already taken out of her account. Thing is they were saying, this is the scanner, they were saying that, the card doesn't match up. But if you already took the money out, the card didn't match up, then why are you basically, arguing? Well, Amazon finally came clean and said, yes, we took the money out. So it wasn't Chloe's card, it was something else, right? So Chloe says, give me my money back. So it was like $182 with tax, right? And then all of a sudden, she gives me $100 and then promises me more gift cards and buy a better scanner than this one. Fortunately, I turned around because, I have access to order any scanner pretty much up to a certain point on my on her account. She said you ordered, right? So being nice the other day, right? Being nice, right? I turned around and I want to share with you several other scanners for this discussion. Just the ones in the price range that I could do. I'm not going to go and spend like $800 on a scanner. She's got, thing is maybe she's saving her credits for a computer. I mean, I'm almost close to buying a scanner anyway, so I'm just sitting on my laurels, as one would say, right? But the other options of scanners that we were talking about, right, is these ones, right? So I gave her a link. Like, remember that big one we just did, the 15X? So I turned around and I said, here's this one, right? $89, right? I said, choose one, right? Well, Chloe still wants the 15X, right? She doesn't want anything that takes batteries because batteries are $22 a block, right? And the last so we're going through $60 a month minimum on batteries. So Chloe's like, no, I want a base station. So I sent her links to base stations. I sent her this one. And I asked Higgins specifically on information on this one. Is this easy to program? People say no. So, not easy to program, supposedly. Okay, cool. Right? But this is $90. I said, choose this. We can also add a few things to the mixture, right? We can get you a present too, and we're even. But Chloe said no. So then I sent her this link, the one that Higgins ordered. Again, we're going to basically speed up the radio talk. I don't want to give Zoe a headache. But anyways, we got this one, right? Again, I asked Higgins basically if you just push a button, does it scan? He didn't explain it. Does it scan through the police and fire channels by itself? And then when it picks up something, or do you just program it in and just use it as is? It's 93 again. I was limiting myself up to 200. Unfortunately, so Higgins would know something about this one. So, again, he hasn't emailed me. I told him, oh, you might get sick, going to see family. They're all wearing non-wearing masks. Went to a late Christmas dinner, right? So then I turned and I said, for handhelds, there's 3 handhelds, right? And anyways, the next one on the list is this one. Of course, 117, right? I did all the pricing. That's what I was going to do within the range, right? Fortunately, I asked about, does this come with rechargeable batteries or how easy it is to program? That's why I asked Higgins to look it up for me. It could take him 15 minutes. He'd be done. I mean, Higgins is awesome in that aspect. Give him something to do too. So I might just send him a link and say, are these 5 easy to program? He says, no, then we skip them. I mean, they're already talking about clean slate scanners, okay, which means you got to manually program them or use a software program, okay? So anyways, this one's 118. I said to Chloe, choose one of these 5, right? The next one is $90. We're down to 2 left, and then I can go back to my story real quick, okay? Then I told her to choose, right? Right, this one's right here, see? Of course, $90. She literally, the thing is that I'm watching for when they'll ship, right? Amazon's backlog. So, it's saying like Friday the 6th, Saturday the 7th, January 10th, January 20th, whatever, right? So I asked Chloe specifically about these ones, right? Well, she says, which ones come with the rechargeable batteries? Well, on United's website, if you're paying more money than the Amazon price, you get rechargeable batteries. But if you buy it through Amazon, they don't give you the rechargeable batteries. You got to keep feeding these handhelds, and she doesn't want to feed handhelds, so that leaves 3. Now this one here has got rechargeable batteries, but half the time they say that the company is lowering the price from whatever to buy it to afford it. So, for example, this one is got. This is the last one, right? $118, same with 30C. Problem is how easy are these to program? I'm going to just throw an email out to Higgins anyways. I'm going to give him 2 sets of links. And I'm going to literally ask him those questions because, Chloe basically got the links. She looked them over. And I said, which one? She said, well, I want one that plugs in. Right? But I said, then order one of the 3 that plugs in. She didn't do it. She just doesn't know how to make a decision. But she wants 2 razors, one for each leg for in the bathroom, one of those electric razors, for female legs, not the epilator. And then she wants another razor for her face, electric, where she can sit in the tub, and with the electric, and the creamy, wet dry razor. I've done the research. I've done all the research for people. I did the administrative things. And yet, wasting my time looking at razors, right? And stuff that Chloe wants, hard drives, etc. What have I gotten out of this? Zilch. All right, so I'm going to send 2 set 1 of links to Higgins. All right. All right, so see now what I do is I go over here and I just go and send Higgins the links, right, of the 5. And then I close them out one by one, and then we're done. But anyways, make the comment more, which reminds me. So, Okay, so actually there's 6 links. All right, we'll just give it to all 6. Get it done because the other 2 are, or the other 4 are later. So, you know. All right. So that's the thing, you know. So what you do is you go over here and you just give them the links one at a time. And as you do it, you close it out and you open another one. And then you close that one out and then you open another one. And then eventually you get it all done and you just forward the entire information to Higgins, which, you know, on the 3rd, I'm going to give him a gift card because he helps me out. And I'm not selfish, you know. I made a joke about I could be selfish and use the entire gift card at Chloe's account for a SDS 200, but I'm not selfish. I mean, I'm working within a parameter I gave myself, you know. But the problem is you know, there's enough um, gift cards to buy a new computer, even and other things. Unfortunately, the problem is, you know, is I have a feeling that there's a disease out there where someone is afraid to spend their own money, but they're okay to spend other people's monies. But when it comes to them, you know, I mean, we got to figure out what's wrong. All right, so here we go. So, anyways, and then I'm gonna send out part 2 in a bit. All right, you know, Higgins will probably like I use the bonds at 50 cents. All right, so the next step is to go up this way and then do the rest. You know, Zoe, are you still around? Because you're not saying a peep, you know, and I do want to get out of here eventually, you know, because I don't want to be tied up. Oh, what was that? There's a oh yeah, that's Helena. Yes. So Helena's a nice girl. You know, let me know if you're still here or you're still on the potty. I gotta go use the potty myself. Anyways, I got a story for you all, okay? All right, so let me tell you guys a story when I get back. I think you might find this to be interesting. All right, Pete, let me give me a second. I gotta use the toilet again. Chloe, are you still here? I'm getting ready to leave, anyways. This might be an interesting news article. Okay, peeps, I'd like to make a statement here. All right, Zoe's gone apparently yet again. So I'm getting ready to leave because Zoe's gone, all right? But I want to tell you a story. I was hoping to message Zoe anyways because I got this, let's just say, business deal I'm thinking of offering. And, you guys are probably thinking, okay, well, Zoe, of course, is telling me about connections all over the world. I have connections too. I've tried to contact my connection. So far, there's no email. But let me tell you a story. So, someone's fucking smoking again. I smell the cigarette spray. Holy man, hey. All right, let me tell you my story, okay? So there's a game. I support a game company called Square Enix, right? Square Enix. You guys could sit there and say, oh, that's great. Fortunately, Square Enix. Oh, God, that's. I need to have Chloe come out here for a second. This is fucking foul. I mean, I'm smelling cigarette smoke like crazy. I mean, literally, it's bothering my lungs. I mean, literally, I know smoke goes up, but I can smell it in here. Chloe's like, I didn't smoke here. I would never get ourselves evicted from smoking. Well, whatever it is, Chloe's doing something. All right, so let me just tell you guys the story, okay? So there's this game, right? I could always hire Higgins to go track it down too. He'd probably earn a $25 gift certificate or gift card. But the problem is with the gift cards, okay, is this game, we all knew something was coming down the pipe, right? Instead, they decided to tell the physical store owners that they were going to do a limited run, right? So they didn't release it to anyone until we were all sleeping for the American English version, right? You guys could sit there and say, okay. And then, right? So then they went ahead, right? I got to tell you the story. Then they turned around, right? You're sitting there going, oh, yeah, they turned around and they turned around. I'm going to go this. I'm just checking. Then what they did was to me, you're like, oh, yeah, they did what? They turned around, right? And then they decided to give us all right, so I'm looking at this, right? So apparently there's this game, right? It says pre-order now, right? And apparently you can buy a bundle on Steam, right? I wanted a basic copy of the PS4 and the PS I wanted a standard edition, right? Standard edition of each, $74.99, right? You get 6 games, right? Here's the kicker. Sold out. Literally, I want a PS4 version, a PS4 version, Switch version, both, right? I was gonna pay $150. They let us know on December 19th after it sold out. Oops, sorry, we didn't produce enough. 100,000 copies went within like 2 hours. People got their emails, ran and ordered it. And then I emailed the company saying it's no fair. They emailed back and said, we got the idea from you, boss. Yeah, but you should give us actually, I mean, literally, I wrote the game companies 12 months a year, if you didn't know. I print out my letters. I have a box of envelopes. Dinky keeps giving me envelopes. I keep 2 years ago, she gave me a box of envelopes, right? I email like 13 companies a month, right? For game companies. Right, this is my box of envelopes. I mean, literally, my box of envelopes. I've used 1/3 of my envelopes in 2 years, right? She wants me to keep writing letters, but then Dinky doesn't write me back, right? So, thing is I write these business companies with my envelopes. See, 500 envelopes, perfect gift, right? So then I write these letters, story time for you, and they get the idea and they do it. But here's the kicker. Now it's limited edition, and no one better not be a bug in my coffee, Ebo, good boy. Then there's then there is no game available. So now everyone's complaining, saying, Square Enix bonked this so bad that they're going to basically go with Microsoft now. Square Enix failed miserably. Square Enix apparently is doing digital for the Xbox, but they're not talking digital downloads or whatever for the other things. So I'm going to send this to Higgins real quick. Project 2. Just because I just want to finish up my work. I'm going to send him the other ones as well, just to be a smart ass, give him something to do. But anyways, I'm the loving sister, keeps his mind busy, you could say. So, and with me, I only have a few minutes left anyways, because Dad's going to call. So I want to get this part done for Higgins, Get paid in a few days anyways. So I told Higgins I'd give him another gift card anyways. So, he's been very helpful to me, and he helps out when I, but he's doing a little research too. But the thing is, we work together on this project. And besides that, Higgins knows I'm kind of getting semi burned out doing research. I mean, literally, like I said, the whole thing about the razors and everything else, hard drives, I mean, literally, it just burned me out. And so, and it seems Zoe's not here, so I will log off soon, and I will call my father-in-law because I can. Zoe goes to bed anyways, but so maybe we'll hear from her tomorrow morning over her coffee, because frankly, I'm not going to have any time tonight to myself. I got clean, because frankly, I'm sorry. All right, I should be fine. Hopefully, I don't choke and die or something. All right. All right, so I just sent Higgins part 2, which leaves me part 2, which leaves me to leave it in his hands. And I know he wants that SDS 200. Looks nice. So, anyways, we're done talking about radio. Zoe's gone. I gotta call Dad. I want to talk to Dad anyways. So, unless you guys have some suggestion for me. Now, it's currently 45 degrees. So, I should check the weather too real quick. I'm going to call Dad anyways on this. All right, so in Zoe's town, she's got a gale warning, warmer now, 44 degrees right now. 10-day forecast is going to be windy and 50. So she's going to have 50 Thursday, and then the rest of the week it's going to be 41, 39, 43, 45. So you better enjoy Tuesday the 3rd because it's going to be 55. I, on the other hand, it's going to be 58 as a high in Lansing on the 3rd. So, or the 3rd again, yeah, payday. It's going to be 58. So, and then Dad, it's 44. So apparently he didn't get much snow at all. So, so it'll be 60. Wow. I wonder what our weather's going to be like on the 3rd. 60 degrees in the Midwest. The 3rd's going to be 43. The highest we're going to get is between 47 and 53. So not bad. But still, for winter, it's going to be really weird this year. It doesn't feel like it's too cold either. Maybe the electric company's going to get screwed. Anyways, we have a coastal flood advisory still in effect. It's always got a gale warning. We have coastal flood and small craft advisory. The wind's gone. So it says through Thursday, 6 a.m. to Friday, 1 p.m. So apparently they're basically saying we're now getting flooding in our area because of the rain. The rain won't go away. So apparently we're supposed to have rain through to Friday. And then it's supposed to slow down and give us rain on Wednesday the 4th. So I need to contact okay. So yeah. Anyways, with you guys done, I need to call Dad. I need to get this over with and then go from there. So anyways, you've had 2 hours 38 minutes with me, bear a whole lot of poking going on. If they wait till the 5th to test flights of Chinese, we're going to have a big problem. Yeah, well, Anyways, I'm out. So please unsubscribe. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestions, hit the like, subscribe button. It's also fun for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs, your service bunnies. The bell notification, you hit the thumbs up button, subscribe button, like button. Leave the comments nice is all we ask. And if you want to donate a gift card to me, feel free to. My About Me page is on YouTube. Thank you, everyone. God bless you and everything you do.